Good afternoon. Doing another read aloud with you today because it's hard to do lessons with the lessons that I'm teaching this week with reading. So this has to do with the coronavirus, and it's a book I came across that I thought was kind of fun. Well, not really fun because it's about coronavirus, but it's called When Virona the Corona Came to Town. When Virona the Corona Came to Town. Written and illustrated by Haley Glynn. Virona the Corona just showed up one day, and it looked like she was here to stay. Her first, leaving destruction in her path, Virona wanted everyone to feel her wrath. Across the pond into the States, sparking fear and canceling dates. I wonder how many of you had things that got canceled because of COVID-19 or the coronavirus, same thing. Had a couple of different names that we call it. When Virona came to town, everything shut down. If you went outside, there was no one around. Humans stayed home to get Virona to stop. The dogs were so happy. The cats were not. Cats are hard to please, don't you think? But dogs are loyal. They're happy no matter what. I like how this book, I wonder let me ask you, are you noticing anything about this book so far? We'll talk about it more towards the end, about how this book reads. Everything was changing and, wait a minute. Pages are sticking together. Here we go. Mary Ellen woke up and got ready for school, ready to learn and follow the rules. She put on her shoes and tied her braid. Little did she know it'd be her last day in first grade. The next day, Mary Ellen had to wear a mask. She had so many questions to ask. Why is Virona the Corona so mean? Why do we have to keep everything so clean? And I like how she's got thought bubbles going on here. She's wondering. She's got hand sanitizer. She's got disinfectant spray. She's got Clorox wipes. It's true. Coronavirus is kind of mean, isn't it? It cancels our dates. It makes us clean everything extra. 6 feet apart and signs on every door. Social distancing was the new norm. There were few things that didn't change. Everything just felt so strange. And the signs on the door say, do your part, stay apart, 6 feet apart. Must wear a mask. Be safe. Do not enter without wearing a mask. And we've been talking in my classroom about what the coronavirus or the COVID-19 virus, the germ looks like. And in my head, this is what it looks like. Her teacher was the hero who taught the ABC trick. Virona was vicious, but Mary Ellen was quick. Mary Ellen thought of her teacher just then, wanting to show off her new toothless grin. First graders always have toothless grins, don't they? She watched her teacher's lessons and had class Zooms, but it just wasn't the same as being in the classroom. She missed hearing her nickname, Smarty Bug, but most of all, she missed bear hugs. No more hugging because of coronavirus. Wonder what you do instead of hugging. I know we do elbow bumps, we do finger points, we do air high fives, all kinds of different things, since we can't do hugs anymore. Mary Ellen dreamed of all the people she missed. Her sisters and brothers were at the top of the list. She couldn't see them and her emotions swirled, but they were out saving the world. I wonder what that means if she couldn't see her brothers and her sisters um, because they were out saving the world. I wonder what jobs they might have had. What were they doing that she couldn't see them on a regular basis, or she couldn't see them at all? What jobs would they maybe have? Well, one sister, Sydney, is a nurse. An important hero in our universe. Our other sister, Nancy, runs a grocery store. She is a hero to the core. They, we call them essential workers. Without them, our world wouldn't go around. We needed to get groceries. Nurses are there to help us stay safe and help us keep us healthy. Essential workers. And now teachers are considered essential workers. We're here to educate kids. Mary Ellen was becoming sad on this dreary day, wondering if Virona the Corona would ever go away. But just then the sun started to come out. Mary Ellen looked up and, reversed her pout. Can't really see her reversed pout because she's wearing a mask, but she reversed her pout. She reversed her pout. She must have gone from to. She started thinking, maybe it's not all that bad. She was able to spend time with her moms and granddad. She had fun helping her mom make masks for others, even if she missed her sisters and brothers. She was a sewing machine, sewing masks for others. What do we call that when you do something to help other people out? You give them your time or your skill. Does anybody know? We call that being a volunteer. So she was volunteering her skills and her time of making masks for others who needed them. Mary Ellen learned about pollution and that it was getting a little better. She learned to draw a shark and wrote her best friend a letter. She knew for sure Virona the Corona was bad, but that didn't mean she always had to be sad. And pollution was getting better because people weren't out driving around. They didn't have any places to go. Cars pollute the air. She was learning how to draw sharks, and she had time to write her best friend a letter because she didn't have things to go do like she did before Corona. So there's always, we call it, there's always a silver lining in every cloud, meaning there's always good in the bad. So even in Corona, there was some good. Mary Ellen saw a rainbow and ran out to play. She wouldn't let this nasty virus ruin her fun day. She played a new game called Strut, 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 where she kicked Virona's butt. And before I go on, I've noticed this in some of the other books that we've read, and I've not stopped to point it out, but I'm sure this is something Ms. Capone will talk about in writing, called the magic of three, where you repeat something 3 times or you have 3 solutions to a problem. But the magic of 3 is something that shows up in writing all the time. It can show up in your own writing where you purposely put it in there. Strut, 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 but. It shows up in books all the time that we read. It shows up in kids' books. It shows up in adult books. Power or magic of 3, or power of 3, maybe you've heard a teacher call it. Either one. Even when her world was turned upside down, Mary Ellen realized she could always flip her frown. When scary things happen, show extra appreciation to others. Here's a reminder to hug your sisters and brothers. And here's kind of a little rule that the author put in here at the end. It says, wash your hands, sing the ABCs 2 times in your head. So as you're washing your hands, the length of time that you should spend washing your hands, you should be able to do the ABCs 2 times in your head. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? And then do it again. And you should still be washing your hands. And then when you've done it twice, you can rinse your hands off and dry your hands. And that is a good amount of time. That would be about 20 seconds. That is when Virona the Corona came to town.